think the key thing for that is diversification. Ultimately, it's both a defensive and it's an opportunistic play, because if you have multiple asset classes across multiple geographies, that allows you to give you some defense. So if one particular sector or industry goes down, that you're not exposed significantly to that, but it also gives you an opportunity because nobody knows where the next Nvidia or Novo Nordisk is coming from. So being multi-sector, multi-geography gives you both a defensive and an opportunistic position. I think the Gulf markets we've seen an IPO frenzy over the last 2 or 3 years. We've certainly seen a lot more of what we call flow. That's investment money coming into, and if we take the UAE, coming into the DFM and the ADX. So I think our stocks are now becoming more global important. I'd say they were domestically or regionally important 10 years ago, but there's no doubt that our stock markets here are increasingly bringing in international investment money. I think we're what, 3 or 4 weeks out now, 30 something days. I think the reality is that the election is finely balanced. It could go either way. And depending whether it goes to Trump or Harris, that will have some impact based on their policies. For example, Trump is seen to be more of a tax reduction president and an increase in domestic spending. And he's also seen to put tariffs up with international countries and competitors, China, for example. So I think that would be supportive of a US dollar strength in the marketplace. Harris is likely to be more status quo and allow the Fed to keep taking decisions, where Trump's more likely to have some influence on Fed decisions. So I think that's one aspect, whichever way that marketplace or that election goes, there'll be some impact on the market. But of course, it's not just about US stocks, because the US impacts everything on a global basis. So what happens with US policy going forward has an international and global impact.